CIG has put out a message about some potential hotfixes to 4.2.1 in the event ongoing, but also about 4.3 starting to enter testing, which is an interesting sign. I don't necessarily think that means it's coming in August, but if it's being tested now, we will be talking a lot about this over the next few weeks. I'm betting this is a September release, not gonna lie. Here's the message that they've said so far. Goals for today and the upcoming week. Today, we are focusing on further hotfixes for live with possible top client crash fixes coming today, as well as looking into service changes for missions not appearing. This has been a big complaint from people. Sir, the missions not appearing is actually extremely annoying. I think freight elevators, missions not appearing are like the two big things that are messing people up. The Armistice Zone stuff is another conversation. Our next goal is to have 4.3.0 with Evocati early next week. Now, that should be interesting to see. 4.2.1 has been updated with the latest client hotfix patch. That was as of Wednesday. But we can jump into the roadmap real quick for Star Citizen and see what we might see from 4.3 if it's hitting the Evocati already next week. So here we have 4.3. I'm going to collapse everything else. First up in 4.3 is the AI FPS turrets. Anti-personnel turrets for players to avoid or destroy, providing additional PvE challenges. I'm really hoping these get applied to more places than just the UGFs quickly. This could be huge in helping to stop people from acting like complete bags in everywhere you go. We got light armor from the sniper. We got Wicklow having something here. We got new hairstyles. Those definitely need Evocati testing. A new medium utility armor. We saw this one delayed from 4.2.1, I believe it was, about a month and a half ago. So we'll see when it comes in. It still says 4.3.x here. You might not see it with the first one. Ladder improvements will probably be in Evocati as they were in the PTU for 4.2.1. Dynamic snow, I could also see being a thing showing up on Microtech. I'm not sure we'll see these cooperative zones and abandoned underground facilities for the first one, but they do actually, think of it, when they drop in Evocati on these new patches, they do drop in the new locations with it because they need the most testing. So next week, we might finally see for the first time underground facilities in Star Citizen. And I've already put out a video about that on Space Tomato 2 here. You can check that out. I do think that these are possibly the first signs that distribution centers might get their underground sections someday. I also think this is a sign that maybe we get instanced locations to test out what will eventually be the municipal works in ArcCorp. That being said, they do say that they're like contested zones. There's a possibility that they almost so might be formatted like contested zones and not actually instanced. We'll have to see. We also have mission pickup on location. Not a huge deal, but I think this is important tech that's going to help with a lot of arriving at a place and getting some kind of a local introductory mission or even tutorials. This will help with tutorials being launched easily for players when they show up at a location and don't know what the heck to do. Right? This can guide you through sort of what does a new location want from you. That would be the objectives of a new mission. Wicklow special ships are coming through. Still haven't had a chance to do a really deep dive on these and talk about where I think they could make some fixes to this system, but I still think they could. They made them deterministic, which is great, but they're also limiting ships to just Wicklow, which I think is a little, I don't know about that. And then finally, we have the sniper rifle from Volt. Is one that we've been covering for a long time. I can show you guys footage of this gun from all the way back in 2021, where they had first introduced some concepts. You can see here, not only was there the SMG we already know about and the sniper that we're about to see, but they also had an LMG that they were talking about and looking into. And I think the LMG actually looks pretty cool. Like I could see this thing hitting hard. I don't know if it would, I guess it might fire kind of like the Parallax rifle, but with heavier shots. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. Sniper looks good too. I like the sniper. It sounds like it's got an interesting mechanic where you can charge it up and leave it charged while you're carrying it around, but it makes an audible noise. Solid trade-offs. So that's the stuff that they already have listed for 4.3. There will probably be more stuff coming in. We'll see some little things in the Evocati patch as well. But these are really the big what if, the big interest, the big thing that everybody's going to be looking at, and probably the main focus of next week whenever that does happen. So expect to hear more news about these underground facilities soon, but there's your quick update. 4.3, hopefully in Evocati next week. 4.2.1 getting some hot fixes to hopefully help with more mission spawning. Both of these are good things. Hopefully both of them don't break things further. Thanks for dropping in with the news.